to the Crazy Bars I've Heard podcast. We're live from Austin, Texas, and it's an honor and a privilege to talk to the legend right here, Mickey Factz, man. Welcome to the pod, bro.
It's Mickey.
Hey.
What up?
Man, I appreciate you pulling up all the way from Atlanta to, one, rock the show, and two, to sit down with us. And last night was awesome, man. You killed it.
I had a good time last night. I thought it was a great turnout. Shout out to the people of Austin, Texas. Shout out to Crazy Bars I've Heard and the brand. Everybody out there is much love and respect.
Man, I appreciate it. Like, man, it's an honor, but I don't know where to start because, like, you've done so much in your career in different lanes, and the work that you're doing right now is so impactful and important. But, man, like, God, you said you've been to Austin before?
Yes.
Man, so tell me about that first experience. I think it was the first year or two you was here?
Yeah, so the first time I came to Austin, I was about a year into being Mickey Factz. It was 2008. And Rocksmith Clothing sponsored me to come down here for South by Southwest. Shout out to Rocksmith. They paid for me and my manager and my A&R at the time to come down here, and I was one of like 7 rappers.
Dang.
That came to South by Southwest. It was me, right, 1, the Cool Kids, which is 2, so that's 3, Kid Cudi, Wale, that makes it 5, Kids in the Hall, which makes it 7, was really 1 rapper. The rapper was Knowledge, because 00 wasn't a rapper. Hollywood Hope, which is 7, and that was it.
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy to think about, like, that year there were 7 rappers there, because I go to South by now and it's like hundreds of rappers.
We were able to take advantage of that because it was mostly alternative rock, electronic music, techno music. You know, so doing that, I was able to kind of like, at that time, there was sponsors there and there was blogs and trade shows. So the Cool Kids at the time was the hottest act. So they were like, wait a second, if they're the hottest act and you with them, we got to get with you because you're going to be the next guy.
Yeah.
And I was the next guy in 08 because, you know, a couple months later, you know, I put Drake on the record, you know, I put B.O.B. on the record, I put Cudi on the record, and then, like, it just got ridiculous from there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I can't imagine, like, your perspective of the evolution of hip-hop because the eras have changed so much. I mean, we had the blog era, and that was great. You know, so many artists have popped from that. And then you move on to SoundCloud, and then you get into Kylie Jenner's Snapchat and TikTok, and the way of promoting and performing and how the music industry has changed so much. I feel like in the last 5 years, it's changed a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a completely different game. You know, when I was when I was entering into the space, music was mainly free. We just wanted people to hear us.
Yeah.
And we would figure it out after that because we were shifting the dynamic. You know, people were still selling CDs. You would still go and buy a CD, you know, or a tape or a vinyl from a music store.
Yeah.
We were shifting that dynamic, which was disrupting the music industry.
Yeah.
So we were putting the music out for free, and then we would just make money on the merch and on the shows. The music industry figured it out before we could figure out what it would turn into, which was streaming. We didn't know it would turn into streaming. They knew. Yeah.
Nah, and the streaming model and the transition of that has been crazy to watch. You know, I mean, the last 10 years, and even with social media, like TikTok, like I'm gonna be real with y'all. People ask me about Crazy Bars I've Heard 3 years ago. It's been 3 years. I was just, you know, an independent rapper trying to make it. 4 words changed my career. Blowing up on TikTok, pulling on the Instagram, and just making the connections and building a platform. It's kind of just mind blowing when you think about it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, back in the blog era, for you to blow, like the gatekeepers have changed, but it's still now where it's wide open, where so many things can pop randomly, and you can go viral and your face not even be attached to the song. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's changed a lot. I mean, I feel like the celebrity aspect of it has kind of shifted. There's no longer this space where we can kind of, like, I don't know if a Michael Jackson can come out of this era.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
You know, and that's kind of unfortunate for us as not only artists, but, you know, supporters of the art. We don't have that extreme superstar to kind of represent for us, you know, and that's problematic. You know, I mean, I guess the closest is probably like a Drake or a Kendrick.
Yeah.
But that's still before the streaming
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like now, I think I saw Ebro say something about like, y'all wanted this. Y'all wanted the floodgates open. Y'all wanted people to kind of get love. And now that it's here, now we have 176,000 songs being released every single day.
Yeah. And I think it's interesting being in a niche market where it's like everything's a niche now, where it's like Doechii. I look at the feedback that Doechii has gotten and I'm like, yo, she's a superstar. She's mad talented. The lyrics is there. The story was there with her project. She's got the push. She's been signed for years. People forget that she's been signed. She was XXL freshman a couple years ago. And then people are like, I don't see it. And I was like, what are we missing? And everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but you really have to be objective when the music is quality and we see a talent like that. And that's, I guess, the frustrating part for me too, is like, man, like bars still matter, the lyrics matter, and that has to be the foundation of hip hop. And I'm cool with everything and everybody, but at the end of the day, you have to push the foundation of the art and like what you say. And I mean, you heard you spit last night, those bars, what we really feel when an MC is on stage and doing what the art form is supposed to do.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm from the Bronx, so this is where it was birthed from. So like, it's very important to maintain that kind of space. You know what I mean? I think it's important to always have that reverence, you know. And again, shout out to Doechii for being able to capitalize on timing, you know, and the platform that she was given to become the superstar that she is now. I mean, I don't liken it to like a MJ.
Yeah. Oh yeah, not that level.
And I don't know. I know she do got records, but it's I don't know. I don't know if it's like resonating from a space of like this is a hit record. I just feel like this era is different when it comes to gauging hit records. If you have enough people streaming it, it's a hit record, and I don't agree with that. Like a hit record is like you hear it in the car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When somebody's driving by, you hear it, you know, because it's on the radio. Like, to me, that still is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And radio still pays the most.
Yeah. And I feel like smashes are different now. Because, like, if you, I think it was posted on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, the other day, what's the last rap song that everybody loved? Like, everybody, like a smash hit. Because the 2010s, even like the 2015, 2016, there were songs, everybody loved this track. And do we have that in the last 5 years that's played in the club, that's played in the radio, that's played on commercials?
Probably not like us.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's probably the last one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't think of one before that. Not like us. Even with the people hating it on social media, you could not escape it in like real life.
Yeah, and they all bots. Let's be real.
Yeah.
But man, how did growing up in the Bronx really shape your career and your music style and your influences?
I was born in Harlem and raised in the Bronx. So like the Bronx and Harlem is like this. Like this is the Bronx and this is Harlem. So like it's like connected by like a bridge. So like I would go back and forth. I would spend my weekends in Harlem and I would spend my weekdays in school in the Bronx. So like a lot of it is just we talking about late 80s, early 90s. Everything was hip hop. Like it was everything. Clothing, what you smell, what you heard, what you saw, graffiti, you know, people selling bootlegs, the fashion, the television, the hairstyles, like all of it. Like it's unlike anything. So like when you're in that and you're like deeply involved in culture, like you cannot escape it. And I couldn't escape it no matter how much I tried. So, you know, I'm coming up in the late 80s, early 90s. I'm a fan of crisscross, so I want to wear my clothes backwards. Like I want to wear my jeans backwards. I want to wear my shirt backwards. Like that was like a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't I don't see that now. Like people have their own individual style. You might see people copying, but like crisscross was like a thing.
Yeah.
Carl Kanai was a thing. Timberlands is like the symbol of New York, but like at one point when people started to wear them in New York, like that was a thing. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, it's just different. Like we think about Jordans. Like Jordans is a 80s fashion piece that's still relevant today. Like what sneaker kind of took over Jordans? Like you can't think of one. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that started in the hip hop era. So it just kind of goes to show like how strong the 80s and the 90s was and how powerful it was in a lot of MC style from that space and why it's so hard for people to let that go.
Yeah. And I feel like regionalism has been talked about the last 2 years in hip hop. And I think it's great that we brought back regional sounds. Cause I mean, like growing up in New York back in the day, you knew a New York rapper, you knew a LA rapper.
Yeah.
You know, when Atlanta was like, hey, the South got something to say, you heard that in their songs. And some of my favorite MCs display where they're from. And me as a transplant, like, man, I was born in Detroit. I grew up in Michigan. I heard all those songs. And then moving to Texas to start a hip hop career, like the influences is, I think it's great that we're getting back to that regional sound.
Yeah.
And you really hear a song like, oh, where are they from? Oh, I can hear it. And it's part of their story.
Yeah, I think regional sound is very important. I mean, I feel like everybody needs to have their own sound, right? Like the chopped and screwed sound of the South, which is Texas, is very, very influential. When you talk about Detroit, like, I don't know what that sound is, but they rhyme ahead of the beat.
Yeah.
That's that sound. G-Funk in the West Coast. Trap is Atlanta. Miami bass obviously is Miami. Boom bap is New York. Soul is Chicago. You can even have soul in Detroit if you really want, and in some of North Carolina. So it's important to kind of have that so that people can kind of identify what you represent and if the culture kind of resonates with you from your background.
Yeah, man. But you do so much for the culture. Like, I mean, the battle raps, Pendulum Link, your own music, your own right. Do you have like a favorite part that's like, man, this is what I love the most? If I could wake up every day and do this, whether it's teaching, battle rapping, making your music in the studio, like, you've done so much. Is there like a favorite, like, this is like that one thing?
If I could teach all day, that I would love to just teach.
Word.
At Pendulum Link, my online school for hip hop and lyricism. If I could just teach all day, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
But rapping actually pays my bills, so I have to rap. But if I could, I would just teach.
Yeah, your bar breakdowns are awesome.
Oh, yeah. I just do those. The one thing about rappers is, they got egos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if you give another rapper props and you already are established, it's like, it's like going, it's like Christmas.
Yeah.
In the middle of June, you know what I'm saying?
Shoot, that's my whole platform, for real.
Yeah. I mean, that's how you build it. Once you start giving rappers props, like, they just take that and expand it, and God forbid, again, like I said, it's coming from somebody that's respected as myself, but you've built what you've built, off of this as well. So, like, people want validation a lot. Yeah. And when you validate them in that space, it takes it to another level.
Yeah. No, that's fire. Battle rap though, man, it's dope that you've been in that space, been successful in that space too.
Yeah.
I think battle rap is really interesting because I'm gonna be real. Like, I grew up like you, and I heard the bigger names, but I wasn't like a battle rap fan till my platform. I mean, battle rappers hit me up, and I was like, wow, like, this is a whole nother lane and space where they spit in bars, but that's a whole different art form if you're being for real.
Yeah, it is.
Like, and it's tough. Like, I mean, they was like, bro, you want to step in the ring? I was like, bro, if I step in the ring, I gotta come correct, obviously.
Right.
But just having that, all right, you got this opponent. You need to rap like this. You get this amount of time, and you have to break them down using bars. Like, that's an art form in itself.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Shout out to MCs that do that. It's no joke. I've done it maybe 4 times, maybe 5. I think the most difficult piece of that is once you kind of say it, you're not gonna say it again. Yeah. You're not going to say these rhymes again because they were said in a battle. Yeah. You only perform them once. You only get one time to perform them, and they better be 100%. It's a lot of pressure that comes behind that. Yeah. So those guys, they are like at the upper echelon, and then they're able to create so many different literary devices with words that we've heard, but they just flip them in another way. And it's very tough to do that on a consistent basis.
Yeah, the rebuttals be crazy too.
Super crazy.
I'm like, man. Bro, and the radio freestyles, I mean, like, that's...
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that's the art, obviously, I'm trying to put on. And some people hit me up, it's like, man, where do you find all these people? I was like, bro, you didn't watch Sway? You didn't watch Justin Incredible, Bars of 95? Like, y'all don't watch these or hear them? They're like, no, bro, you put me on it so much. I'm like, that's crazy. Like, Funk Flex, like, those are staples. Those are foundations in the culture. And a couple years ago, one of the XL Freshman Cypher, it was time for the Cypher, and he was like, he dipped. Like, he didn't tell nobody. He just dipped out. They had 10 people, and the 10th artist, one of them was just like, I'm not doing it. Didn't tell nobody. He said, where you at? And just left. And I think that's a shame. And someone mentioned it the other day, I can't think of the names. Like, man, I don't think the ciphers are aged out. Like, we can't do that. We need to profile these artists another way. And I just think that's a travesty.
So when I did the cover, sadly, we weren't able to do group ciphers. They just had us rap by ourselves because, again, we were at the height of the blog era. So people didn't even know that there was going to be another freshman cover. So if you watch the Cuddy one, he rapped with a hoodie on. He rapped with a Bape hoodie on with the zipper up. And then when he pulled the zipper down, the camera cut. So you didn't even know it was him.
Wow.
Asher Roth was rapping with his back to the camera. So you don't know it's Asher Roth.
Wow.
Right? With me, you only saw half of my face and it was just like my lens. So they didn't give us the opportunity to have ciphers or do shows. And when you don't constantly push this cipher thing into the space, the people that are younger than you will not have that reverence.
Yeah.
You know, for me, like getting on Flex was like, that's like bucket list.
Yeah.
You know, like I was like, I have to go to Flex. This is important to me. Going on Sway and having him stop me and say this is top 10 verses ever on my platform since I was with Sway and Tech and I've had Lauryn Hill, Eminem, and Jay up here. Like it's a different
Yeah.
level of love in what you were listening to. So I feel like some of this is the OGs not bringing in newer guys to be like, you start the new cipher.
Yeah.
And people not just respecting that art form. It's just disrespectful.
Yeah. No, honestly. I mean,
And I went around trying to collect the Infinity Stones. The only thing that I just haven't done yet is on the radar. I haven't had the green background.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I haven't done yet.
Yeah.
You know, but I've been on every platform.
Yeah, you've been everywhere. Like, countless reasons. I was all like, man, you burning down every stage for real.
Have to.
Yeah.
It's a part of what I'm doing.
Yeah, I mean, the lyrics, I mean, I talked to dudes like, man, you don't miss. He's like, man, I can't afford to. So,
Can't afford to miss. That's a fact.
Man, but tell me about Pendulum Inc. Like, how did that start? What was the foundation and where you want to take it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Black Rob and DMX and Shock G from Digital Underground, they passed away. And,
Rest in peace.
you know, when I saw that their affairs weren't in order and their business was out in the street and everybody was like, you know, this person doesn't have this amount to their name. And these guys had hit records. I said to myself, well, I need to kind of get into a space where I can teach.
Yeah.
So I tried to get jobs all across, you know, not all across the country, but I applied to teach hip hop and how to rhyme. And I got no's everywhere. So I said, you know, I'm gonna start my own school. And then those same schools reached out to me to have me teach at their schools. And people, you know, again, I have them respected in the space. So I'm just reaching out to my friends to come and teach at the school. So we've had Method Man, Inspector Deck, Lady London, Cyrock. We got RJ Payne next week.
Nice.
You know, Exhibit, Tretch from Naughty by Nature. We had so many rappers come. We got Bia coming later this month, man.
Yeah.
You know, so like at some point, you know, we're gonna get the Coles and the Drakes and the Kendricks and the Eminems. You know, Eminem has heard of what we done. You know, so like for me, where I want this to go is I want this to be in the school systems. You know, the same way they teach production, I want the kids to learn how to write.
Yeah.
And now if the kids get the writing foundation on how to be better MCs and do it in their style to where now the sound is reflective in the space that we want it to be, now it's kind of like we're changing. It's no more complaining that I hate what hip hop is.
Yeah.
We're being the influence to shift the direction of what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I really wanted to go to. And obviously I want to just make everybody better MCs because I'm tired.
He said I'm sorry. No, I mean, that's awesome. And I think that's great when we talk about music schools, music theory, you know, being a true artist and the
Right.
musicianship of it. Because there's so many nuances that people don't understand in public. Like, people ask me all the time, like what's, like, there's a level to it, you know? It's like mathematics. A lot of people just have a foundation of fractions. They know what it is. They know some multiplication, but we're out here teaching calculus.
Yep.
When it talks about MCing and being a lyricist and being a rapper.
Yep. I mean, I think, you know, it's levels. You know, I can teach you how to be whack.
Yep.
I can teach you how to be great.
Yeah.
I could teach you how to be exceptional. I could teach you how to be, you know, a Detroit MC, a Oakland Bay Area MC, hyphy. I could teach all of it because we study it and we break it down to a scientific standpoint and a mathematical standpoint. Yeah. The mathematical standpoint is where you land on the record. That's all counting. You know what I'm saying? And then obviously from a scientific standpoint, how do you do a metaphor, a letterphor, a double entendre, a triple entendre, a reverse punchline, extensions? All of these things have terminologies and actual methods to them to execute them. And then if you don't know them, you're just winging it. I'm giving you the gems and the jewels. Come to me and I'll give it to you.
Yeah. Nah, easy, just like that.
Super easy, I promise. And then you get a chance to talk to different, you know, big artists.
Yeah.
Like one of my students, he just started rapping, and we don't allow it no more. But one of my students, he started rapping in the class with Corey Guns. He wound up doing a song with Corey Guns and getting in Rolling Stone.
Oh, nice.
You know what I'm saying? So like, it's like, that's the kind of opportunity that we provide for students. We have a student that's in the show. She has a song in American Me.
Nice.
And then we have another student who has one of his songs getting in a movie on Netflix.
Wow.
And that's through our program. So we do what we gotta do to push the space forward. We just want to make sure that you're at the best possible enhancement level of your skill set to do that.
And I know classes are online and there's some in-person sessions as well.
Yeah. So we have the in-person sessions like twice a year.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We have retreats that people can come to for like 3 or 4 days. We do in-person classes, we record, we hang out, all of these different things. But most of it is online. The overhead to have a building is pretty high.
Yeah, nah, that's facts. Especially nowadays.
Word.
I mean, so what's been your like favorite part of starting a school, or a favorite experience or moment?
Favorite part of starting school is just changing people's lives, man. People coming up to me saying, man, I was ready to give up. I was ready to just be done with this. And you've shifted my thought process on what it is to be an MC and a human being, you know, stopping marriages, stopping suicides. We've stopped maybe 4 or 5 suicides at my school.
Wow.
And I feel like this is a safe space for so many different people.
Yeah.
You know, we build community for people to just kind of lean on each other to build them up. You know, healthy competition is a space that we provide at Pendulum Inc. We have a mental health specialist on staff that if you're going through something, we can get you out of that. You know, you got me, right? Like one of my students, he's been trying to get a song with RJ Payne for like a month or 2. I text RJ and say, yo, one of my students wants you to do a record with him. He said, I'm gonna give you a discount because he's one of your students.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just,
that's exceptional.
It's yeah, definitely exceptional, but it's the access.
Yeah.
Like these people would never, like, they would never have a conversation with Tretch or Method Man.
Yeah.
Method Man was in the middle of shooting Power. And he was like, he gave us 3 hours of his time.
Woo. Yeah.
This is Method Man, bro. It's like a legit, and he talked to everybody who had a question. Pete Rock pulled up, Amy Poehler pulled up, Sway pulled up, Ben Gordon from the Chicago Bulls pulled up. Like, it's like a real thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like at some point, like, people just gotta show love and respect to what it is that we're doing, and we providing opportunities not only for MCs and writers, but just human beings, people that don't even want to rap. They just want to learn what it is that they're listening to. I think that's also important for people to understand as well.
Yeah. Man, long live lyricism.
Long live lyricism, you heard?
Man. Well, Mickey, man, I appreciate it. Definitely let them know where they can find you, where they can follow, where they can tap in.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. Follow me on Mickey.Factz, MICKEY.FACTZ on Instagram. And then obviously on Twitter, twitter.com/MickeyFactz, Facebook.com/official Mickey Factz, on TikTok, The Real Mickey Factz, and obviously on Instagram as well, Pendulum Inc., PENDULUMINK. You know, we're on Twitter as well as TikTok. You know, we answer every DM. We have OCD when it comes to that because you just never know who's in the DM.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So we try to say hello to everybody. We try to answer everybody. We try to be as polite as possible. So if you do send us a DM, we will respond to you at some point.
Man, thank you, Mickey. It's been an honor and a pleasure. I'm Ernie. You can follow me at It's Ernie, ITSERNIE, 2 underscores. Follow me, Crazy Bars I've Heard. TikTok, it's Ernie, ITSERNIE. Facebook, look me up, It's Ernie. I appreciate you, brother, for real.
I appreciate you more, brother. Bye. Much love.
Thank you. That's a wrap.
Crazy
Live from
bars
Austin,
I
Texas.
Everybody likes that.
Yeah, I like it too.
You created a great tagline. Man.
Man,
Congratulations.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Till next time. Peace.
Peace.